You said you loved me, clear as day, but shadows spoke in what you'd say. Your voice was warm, your hands were kind, but something cold was left behind. I caught the pause behind your laugh, the way you held your breath in half. You made me feel I had no proof, but love was dim in shadow truth. No screaming fight, no broken vow. The way you held your breath in half, you made me feel I had no proof, but love was dim in shadow truth. No screaming fight, no broken vow, just hidden facts you'd not allow. I smiled, but deep inside I knew the darkest lies don't need a clue. Shadow truth, you wrapped in gold, but silver cracks were always cold. You looked so right, but felt untrue. I lived beside a shade of you. Shadow truth, no love revealed, just feelings fading I could feel. And in the silence you withdrew, I saw the shape of shadow truth. You danced around what hurt to name, played perfect in a quiet game, but I could trace her in your tone, like a perfume left when you're alone. You spoke of us like it was past, and every touch just didn't last. You smiled like it was bulletproof, but cracks run deep in shadow truth. You let me dream in painted light, while hiding truths in deepest night. But hearts don't lie for very long, I saw the shadow all along. Shadow truth, so close, so near. I kissed your mask, I called it clear. You lived a life that looked like love, but left me cold, not high above. Shadow truth in soft disguise, you loved with half, you smiled with lies. And though you never said we're through, you let me drown in shadow truth. If love is light, then yours was bent, refracted through a half-spent scent. I chased the glow, but now I see you loved in dark, not honestly. Shadow truth still on my skin, a lesson burned, a quiet sin. I won't forget the way you move inside the cracks of shadow truth. Shadow truth still on my skin, a lesson burned, a quiet sin. I won't forget the way you move inside the cracks of shadow truth.
And my eyes said everything's fine, but your smile slipped, no curve, no line. You held my hand but didn't hold me close, just waving lies in gentle prose. Our stories built with perfect care made me believe you were always there. But words can freeze and looks can slide. I lost my trust to the way you lied. No raised voice, no shouts in night made me believe you were always there. But words can freeze and looks can slide. I lost my trust to the way you lied. No raised voice, no shouts in night, just quiet curves of wrong and right. You didn't crash, you didn't fight, you just let truth fade out of sight. The way you lied, soft and slow, wrapped in love but letting go. Your eyes said one thing, your heart denied. I felt goodbye in the way you lied. The way you lied, so complete. Your silence spoke what hurt could beat. It wasn't thunder, it wasn't cry. I felt poisoned in the way you lied. You kissed my cheek, said I'm okay, but air around us froze that day. And every I love you I felt doubt, a ghost of truth you spoke without. Your Footsteps echo on the floor, leaves no trace but leaves me sore. You walked away with no goodbye, only truth hidden behind your sigh. No trembling lips, no final tear, just constant absence of the deer. You built your world on empty ground, and I swallowed every hollow sound. The way you lied felt like home, but every warmth turned monotone. You spoke in shades you never tried, until I woke, felt the way you lied. The way you lied, etched in me in every quiet memory. I carry peace I can't deny, but you'll still haunt the way you lied. If I could show you where you cracked, all your truths forever lacked, maybe you'd see the slow decay in every breath you slipped away. The way you lied, it wasn't loud, but in the hush I heard the crowd of all the things you never tried. I felt the end in the way you lied, the way you lied. Now I'm free, no more ghosts you planted in me. I'll find my truth, I'll be alright, 'cause I survived the way you lied.
She doesn't know I hear her name, and how you speak, it's not the same. You say you love but hesitate, like truth's a thing we fabricate. I see your face and how you pause. You touch my hand but not because you miss me, no, it's guilt I see. It's quiet here between her and me. I ask you things you won't confess, and silence does the rest. I'm not the one who made you lie, but still I'm stuck between her and me. I ask you things you won't confess, and silence does the rest. I'm not the one who made you lie, but still I'm stuck between goodbyes. Between her and me, there's no fight, no screaming war, no wrong or right, just space where feelings used to grow, now filled with what I'll never know. Between her and me, you won't choose, you'd rather sit and slowly lose. You think you're kind, but truth can see you're hiding deep between her and me. I watched your phone light in the dark, a smile too soft, a muted spark. You didn't flinch, you didn't lie, but love is loud and you went shy. She haunts the air though she's not here. You speak in ways that bring her near. You say you're mine but never free. There's always her between you and me. I'm not naive, I see the play, the way you drift then look away. She doesn't know you love halfway, and I'm the one who has to stay. Between her and me, there's no peace, just half a man in two-piece grief. You say we're fine, but we both see you left the room emotionally. Between her and me, quiet war, where love dissolves and leaves a sore. You didn't cheat, but don't you see, you broke us both between her and me. You want the safety, not the fire. You love the pull, but not desire. You think you've hurt no one at all, but you make both of us feel small. Between her and me, you're a ghost, a shell of love that loved us most. No sides were picked, no one is free. We both lost you between her and me.
said he worked late, lights still on, but I knew something else was wrong. 2 plates at dinner, 1 untouched. A subtle lie, too soft to clutch. He held me like the world was still, but love that splits begins to chill. There's kindness hiding sharper knives. I wasn't part of his other life. She didn't know, or maybe did, but secrets find a place to chill. There's kindness hiding sharper knives. I wasn't part of his other life. She didn't know, or maybe did, but secrets find a place to live. He smiled like it was nothing big, but I could taste the other gig. His other life so well disguised, behind the love, behind the eyes. While I gave all, he split in 2. 1 life for me, the other new. His other life so neat, so clear, and I was real but not sincere. He never yelled, he played it right, while I lived blind to his other life. No lipstick trace, no hidden phone, just gaps in stories I had known. He kissed my forehead, said just rest, but love can fail when half confessed. He joked, he danced, he didn't slip, but silence speaks in every script. I saw the way he paused and lied. Each night he walked back from that side. You think you know the one you trust, until their truth collects in dust. I touched his hand but saw the strife, the guilt beneath his other life. His other life, cool control, with smiles rehearsed, with hands still cold. He built a love that looked like home, but left me in that house alone. His other life wasn't wild, it's all the truths he never filed. I stayed too long, ignored the signs, and slept beside his other life. He lived 2 lives with perfect grace, while I just filled the empty space. And when it broke, he didn't plead, he let me go with no real need. His other life still echoes soft, like stories told but never stopped. I won't forgive, but I won't fight. I just walked out of his other life. He said he worked late, lights still on, but I knew something else was wrong. 2 plates at dinner, 1 untouched. A subtle lie, too soft to clue. We didn't fight, we didn't try, just let the quiet pass us by. No doors were slammed, no names were cursed, but slowly, gently came the worst. You looked at me, but not too long, like words might make what's broken strong. We stayed because we used to trust, now we just float in the middle of us. I miss the fire, I miss the fall, I miss when love had room to call. But now it hangs, it doesn't rush, this weight between the middle of us. The middle of us, too far to feel, too close to say it's not still real. When not it hangs, it doesn't rush, this weight between the middle of us. The middle of us, too far to feel, too close to say it's not still real. We're not apart, we're not complete, just silence echoing in repeat. The middle of us, like walking glass, afraid to move, afraid to pass. No breaking point, no final fuss, just fading slow in the middle of us. I said I'm fine, you nodded low. We used to ask, we used to know. Now every smile feels like a mask, pretending this is all we ask. You sleep but turn away from me. We dream in different frequencies. We used to burn, we used to rush, but we got lost in the middle of us. I wish you'd yell, I wish I'd cry, at least we'd feel instead of lie. The comfort turned to quiet dust, and we both drowned in the middle of us. The middle of us, cold but kind, a numbness we both choose to find. You stay, I stay, we don't discuss what hurts the most in the middle of us. The middle of us, no clear end, we call it love, but can't pretend we're holding on, but not enough to leave or heal the middle of us. Some stories end with bitter screams, but ours just faded out of dreams. We didn't fall, we didn't climb. We stayed too still inside our time. The middle of us, where we remain, not broken, just a quiet strain. You're here, I'm here, but not because we still believe in the middle of us. The middle of us, like walking glass, afraid to move, afraid to pass. No breaking point, no final fuss, just fading slow in the middle of us.
We talked about the weather, not the pain. Skipped around the things that left a stain. Your eyes would wander past my face, as if your silence had more grace. We smiled through evenings growing cold, pretending love was still on hold. But truth was loud in quiet dread. We broke apart with words unsaid. No shouting match, no open wound, pretending love was still on hold. But truth was loud in quiet dread. We broke apart with words unsaid. No shouting match, no open wound, just empty chairs and one lost tune. You touched my hand like we still cared, but nothing real was spoken there. What we never said, now it screams in hollow rooms and muted dreams. We buried truths in nervous laughs and kissed the cracks that split in half. What we never said holds us still, like ghosted love we couldn't kill. You walked away, no words, no thread, but I still ache for what we never said. I watched you zip your coat too slow, like saying bye might make it show. I almost asked if this was it, but swallowed every trembling bit. You glanced as if you changed your mind, but chose the peace of leaving blind. And so we lived in what we knew, that silence kept us split in two. I'd rather hear a painful line than hear your quiet match with mine. But we both feared the final threat, so all we kept was what we never said. What we never said, cut so clean. No tears, no rage, no might have been. We let the room decide the end, while calling each of us a friend. What we never said stains the night, like moonlight trying not to bite. No closure here, no final thread, just all of what we never said. I talk to walls now more than you, say lines I wish that you once knew. But we both feared the final thread, just hauling each of us a friend. What we never said, it grows loud in every calm, in every crowd. You didn't lie, but left instead 1,000 wounds in words we never said. I talk to walls now more than you, say lines I wish that you once knew, but echo back with silent dread, just haunted by what we never said. What we never said, it grows loud. Now broken glass, no raised voice, just silence wrapped in careful choice. You smiled like nothing went astray, but distance crept in every day. You kissed me with your mind elsewhere, your hands were here, your heart, who cares? You didn't lie, you didn't fight, you faded slowly out of sight. There was no storm, no crashing sound, your hands were here, your heart, who cares? You didn't lie, you didn't fight, you faded slowly out of sight. There was no storm, no crashing sound, just softer ways to let me down. No sharp goodbyes, no heavy trail, just echoes of a quiet betrayal. Quiet betrayal, worse than screams. You tore us slow between the seams. You didn't cheat with open fire, you left me cold with no desire. Quiet betrayal, nothing loud, but pain grows thick beneath the shroud. You smiled while love began to fail, and that's the weight of quiet betrayal. You held your phone like it held light, turned your back when it rang at night. I asked if something wasn't right, you said you're tired, said I'm fine. No lipstick stains, no telling proof, just distance stretching like the truth. You kept the peace, you played the part, but killed me softly from the start. I begged for storms to shake the sky, but you just nodded past me by. A slow erasure, pale and pale, a masterpiece of quiet betrayal. Quiet betrayal, cruel and neat. You walked away without your feet, left nothing broken, nothing torn, but left me empty, bruised and worn. Quiet betrayal, whispers lie. You said you'd stay, but let me die. The cleanest crime I could in jail was loving through your quiet betrayal. Would have healed, but silence was the sharper steel. You didn't leave the scene to tell, just disappeared and called it well. Quiet betrayal, cool and neat. You walked away without your feet, left nothing broken, nothing torn, but left me empty, bruised and worn. Quiet betrayal, whispers lie. You said you'd stay, but let me die. The cleanest crime I could in jail was loving through your quiet betrayal. Maybe screaming would have healed, but silence was the sharper steel. You didn't leave a scene to tell, just disappeared and called it well. Quiet betrayal, etched and still. You smile, but I can feel it still. No final words, no flames to hail, just silence loud as quiet betrayal.
You came home late with quiet steps, the scent I never wore still left. I asked you, smiled, said don't be scared, but I knew she was always there. She lingered in your careless gaze, in every pause, in every phrase. You spoke to me like I was new, but she already saw right through. I wasn't blind, just holding tight, in every pause, in every phrase. You spoke to me like I was new, but she already saw right through. I wasn't blind, just holding tight to pieces that still felt like right. But truth leaked slow like morning light, and she was there in every night. She was always there, behind your smile, in every mile you drove in denial. Not my fault, I chose to care. You just loved me when she wasn't there. She was always there, without a name. No thunderstorm, no one to blame, but I felt her in the shifting air. You didn't say that she was always there. I folded laundry, found her hair, I never wore that shade you wear. You said it's nothing, just a stray, but lies don't ever wash away. She wasn't loud, she didn't shout, but love like yours still bleeds me out. You had your truth, you didn't share. You held her close while I stood there. You kissed me soft but turned your face, like love was time you had to waste. And even silence stripped and bare still whispered she was always there. She was always there in no retreat. And every time you skipped a beat, I saw her dance behind your eyes. In every hush, in every lie, she was always there, I wasn't wrong. She stayed in shadows all along. You never fought, you didn't dare to choose a side when she was there. Don't pity me, I'm not naive. Love is on you, scared to be. And even silence stripped and bare still whispered she was always there. She was always there, you knew too well, but wrapped your guilt in silken spell. Now every time I taste despair, it's laced with her, she's always there. She was always there, you knew too well, but wrapped your guilt in silken spell. Now every time I taste despair, it's laced with her, she's always there.
Shine for the lies like perfume fades. Smiled it on your skin too late. You thought I wouldn't see the clues, but silence taught me more than truth. I watched her linger when you spoke. The way you paused, it wasn't smoke. You played your part so perfectly, but pain, it doesn't fool me. You called me crazy, rolled your eyes, but guilt don't need a loud to smoke. You played your part so perfectly, but pain, it doesn't fool me. You called me crazy, rolled your eyes, but guilt don't need a loud disguise. And if I cried behind the scenes, at least I cried for something clean. It's not just me who felt that fire, she burned you in her quiet light. We both were mirrors out of view, reflecting what was never true. It's not just me who bled and blue, you tore her heart the way you do. So when you say I broke too easily, it's not just me. You said it meant nothing at all, but nothing doesn't make girls fall. I heard the names you wouldn't speak, and rooms that used to make me weak. I wasn't blind, I looked away to see if you still choose to stay. The loyalty that begs to breathe deserves the right to finally leave. You turn the truth into a thread, but even silk can hang regret. She's not to blame, not all, not free. The web was yours and not just me. It's not just me who saw the signs. You left your mark in crooked lines. She wept in places you forgot. I watched and knew and heard a lot. It's not just me who made untrue. You kissed her with my absence too. So when you ask who's left in grief, it's not just me. I won't compete in losing games. I gave you love, she gave you shame. You held to blame, not all, not free. The web was yours and not just me. It's not just me who saw the done. We weren't the only ones you run. If I was cold, if I was bleak, you froze me piece by piece each week. So next time you rewrite the scene, say all of it, not just me. I won't compete in losing games. I gave you love, she gave you shame. You held our hearts like paper sheets. You didn't say it, but you changed. Your footsteps slow, your voice estranged. You kissed me like it was a chore, like love no longer lived next door. The coffee cooled, the words ran dry. You looked away, but didn't lie. And though my heart began to grieve, I stayed right there, I watched you leave. No final words, no last ran dry. Just air too thick, a headlight. You didn't run, you didn't plead, but I knew well, you'd already freed. I watched you leave without a sound, no slamming doors, no storm around. You faded like the evening plea, but I knew well, you'd already freed. I watched you leave without a sound, no slamming doors, no storm around. You faded like the evening light, a shadow swallowed by the night. I watched you leave, not with goodbye, but in the pause before a lie. You didn't cry, you didn't cleave, you just slid down, and I watched you leave. You used to hum our favorite tune, now silence fills the empty room. Your jacket stayed, your scent grew faint, and I stopped hoping you'd explain. I folded time, I stitched the seams, but seams don't hold collapsing dreams. The truth arrived and didn't grieve, it only said just watch and leave. No sudden fight, no shattered trust, just slow decay turned into dust. You held your calm but gave no key, and left your silence here with me. I watched you leave in gentle steps, like love had run out of its depths. No scream, no late night call, just nothing left to break the fall. I watched you leave and lost my breath to love that ended like a death. You didn't try, you didn't believe, but I stayed still and watched you leave. They say that heartbreak makes you fall, but I stood tall and on its depths. No scream, no late night call, just nothing left to break the fall. I watched you leave and lost my breath to love that ended like a death. You didn't try, you didn't believe, but I stayed still and watched you leave. They say that heartbreak makes you fall, but I stood tall and lost it all. Not in a blaze, but quiet rain. You walked away, I took the pain. I watched you leave, so soft, so slow, like sunsets dying after glow. And though you never turned to see, I loved you most as I watched you leave. Watched you leave. We'd stop talking like we used to do. No fights, no tears, just less of you. You sat beside me, still and small, but we weren't close, not close at all. Your coffee cooled, your eyes turned gray, and every word got swept away. I reached for you, but not too deep, afraid to wake what fell asleep. I thought we'd crack, I thought we'd break, and every word got swept away. I reached for you, but not too deep, afraid to wake what fell asleep. I thought we'd crack, I thought we'd break, but love just blurred like morning wake. No final cut, no distant scream, we vanished quiet like a dream. Vanishing point, we crossed too slow, where silence came and stole the glow. The thunder fell, no one to blame, just two lost hearts without a flame. Vanishing point where we let go, without a fight we watched it snow. You faded soft, I watched the joy, our love dissolve. A vanishing point. We once were loud, we once were bright, now all we do is dim the light. I still pretend to miss your name, though every echo feels the same. You smiled but not the way you mean, just habit painted over green. And when I said, are we okay, you blinked and slowly looked away. There was no door we didn't close, no scream, no storm, no thorn rose. Just slow retreat, no bold exploit, just drifting to our vanishing point. Vanishing point, we crossed too slow, where silence came and stole the glow. No thunder fell, no distant scream, we vanished quiet like a dream. Vanishing point, we didn't try, just let the time and tears run dry. And now we sing, no words to join, just strangers in a vanishing point. Traced the spot we didn't clock, it wasn't sharp, it lacked a start. We just forgot how not to fade, and love like that can't be remade. Vanishing point, you went too late to change the slow unfolding fate. No one to blame, no voice to point, just silence etched at vanishing point.
We talked about the day, not us. Let small talk cover over dust. The coffee cooled, the clock stood still. We smiled like strangers always will. I knew you knew, we didn't speak. Our love grew quiet, soft and weak. You looked away, I watched you dread the words we never left unsaid. I waited for a truth to fall, but silence echoed through it all. We could have cried, we could have bled, but both just sat, left things unsaid. Left unsaid. In every glance we danced around a second chance. You didn't leave, you didn't stay. We both just faded into gray. Left unsaid. The hardest part is holding on to half a heart we could have saved or watched it tread, but all of it was left unsaid. I heard a click before the door. You didn't turn, just like before, and I could scream or ask you why, but silence begged me not to try. The light was dim, your steps were slow. You hoped I'd ask, I let you go. We lost the fight, we never led. It ended all in what's unsaid. Some truths are sharp, some words can break, but silence has the loudest ache. We let it build, we let it spread, until we drowned in what's unsaid. Left unsaid, no last embrace, just empty space and one last face. You didn't leave, you didn't stay, but bittersweet, a quiet war without defeat. You never left, I never pled. We both just broke on what's unsaid. Now every word I didn't use becomes the thing I always lose. 1,000 lines inside my head, still haunting me. What's left unsaid? Left unsaid. No last embrace, just empty space. The way we dreamed, no flame, no fight, just threads that shred. And every hurt was left unsaid.
On the couch, I'm by the door. We're close, but not like once before. Same room, same light, but hearts askew. I breathe, but never into you. The air is thick with what we hide, a silent truth we set aside. No shouting match, no broken trust, just one still room between the dust. We speak in nods and half-formed grace, but never meet in time or space. We didn't leave, we didn't fuss, we just grew walls between the dust. A room between us, quiet, wide, where once was love, now truth collide. You're here but feel so far away, like I could scream but wouldn't stay. A room between us filled with air that used to feel like something rare, now just a place we both adjust to live apart in a room between us. I fold the blanket, clear the shelf, while wondering when I lost myself. We watch the same old show, you young, with ghosts of fire that's long gone. Your laughter lands but doesn't stay, it ricochets then fades away. You check your phone, I check the time, we move like echoes out of rhyme. It wasn't hate, it wasn't cold, just something warm that didn't hold. And though we try, we can't discuss the silent weight between the us. A room between us, quiet, wide, where once was love, now truth collide. You're here but feel so far away, like I could scream but wouldn't stay. A room between us filled with air that used to feel like something rare, now just a place we both adjust to live apart in a room between us. It wasn't hate, it wasn't cold, just something warm that didn't hold. And though we try, we can't discuss the silent way between the us. A room between us, soft divide, no sharp goodbye, no bitter side, just love that slowed then disappeared and left us in this atmosphere. A room between us, gentle war, we both still stay but close no door. We didn't break, we just lost trust and filled the cracks with a room between us. Maybe one day we'll rearrange this room, this weight, this quiet change. Before tonight, we won't discuss the space that grew between the us. A room between us that go deep. now go to sleep. No need to cry, no need to fuss. We're just two strangers in the room between us.
You never yelled, you never ran. You simply stayed the kindest man. But kindness wore a colder hue when I met the quiet in you. Your hands were warm, your words were light, but something vanished every night. You looked at me, but not all through. I lived inside the quiet in you. It wasn't fights that broke us down, but all the silence you let drown. You held me close, but not too tight, and whispered love with no real light. The quiet in you, soft and deep, where all the secrets choose to sleep. You held me close, but not too tight, and whispered love with no real light. The quiet in you, soft and deep, where all the secrets choose to sleep. You smiled but left me feeling there, like I was loved but no one there. The quiet in you, calm and cold, a story that was never told. You didn't leave, but I withdrew, because I feared the quiet in you. I asked you once, are we alright? You said of course, without a fight. But I could hear the truth so clear in every word you didn't speak. You stayed because it felt okay, but never begged for me to stay. And though I tried to break right through, I drowned beneath the quiet in you. Never lied, but never spoke, just let our rhythm slowly choke. It's not what ended what we knew, it's what was lost in quiet you. Quiet in you, like closed doors, with polished love but hollow floors. We didn't scream, we didn't fight, we faded in the lack of light. The quiet in you, like falling snow, it looked like peace but left no glow. And now I know what silence drew. I fell apart in quiet you. I would have chosen storms instead, at least I'd know what wasn't said. But you just smiled and let me through, right past the wall of quiet you. The quiet in you still remains, though, a gentle ghost in my refrains. I thought I knew, but never knew what it would cost to love quiet in you. The quiet in you still remains, a gentle ghost in my refrains. I thought I knew, but never knew what it would cost to love quiet you.